technical. And so instead of you're having to, Google Canvas guides for how to do something, maybe you can just go back to the video. So how are you doing?
Oh, nervous
Nervous, don't be nervous. Look, I've got my
for
tea.
your verdict.
I've
Yeah,
got my tea.
I have my water. Yeah,
Give your water.
I
So
cancel class. I have class until 1. I say bye-bye, students. I'm busy.
that's a good idea.
I cancel.
So no,
I
friends,
cancel.
colleagues, we help each other. For me, I always love meeting with people who can take an extra set of look at my course, because my brain is so perfect that it just fills in the gaps for me. So it's not what I'm seeing with my eyes or that's actually there. My brain is just making up for my design choices. So I hope that you don't feel nervous. So we'll just take a deep breath. It's all
Just
good.
like every time when I work, like last night, I was working until 2 a.m. because my classes actually runs until 9 p.m. So after 9, I start working. So,
Yes.
and I was working until 2 a.m. And as more I work, as more I kind of see how much I have ahead to learn, because I keep discovering something new and new. It kind of, you never stop. You're getting addictive. You can't stop until your brain doesn't work anymore. And you feel like I'm making circles and I'm not productive anymore. So
Right.
that's why I have the feeling every time that I'm not perfect. I have a lot of little errors and have to fix them. And also I can do this one better. I can do this one better. Like I discovered one assignment. Oh, I so great. I can do that. And then I discovered another one. And also when it comes to create like discussion, and I feel like I want to make it interesting, and it takes time for me to make it interesting because it's a discussion about very interesting subject. It's about experimental studies, a design of an experiment. I want to do my more search on internet also to make it interesting for students. So it's like that work has no end. It's like drug because I cannot stop, and I lose my energy, I lose my mind because I doing on and on and on. And maybe you could see when you check my work. So I work by portions. When I start, I just can work for 10 hours nonstop. And that's just like, yeah. And I know I'm not perfect.
Oh, no worries.
And
None of us are in our course design. My courses, some of them are more than 10 years old. And every time I bring it over, I check for other things to make better.
right,
And so every
right.
time I bring it over, it's like, okay, I'm going to incorporate more equity. Or like I have a course now that I really love that I designed for the summer, but I designed it
But I
so,
learn a lot from you. Yeah.
oh, well, that's good.
I learn
And
a
so
lot from you.
so
That's
don't worry
why I
about
know Teddy. Yeah, I know Teddy pretty well. He was in my evaluation team. I know him in person very well. That's why I selected you, because I want to learn from you. I know about Teddy a lot. And that's so, and I learned how to organize like 2 times in a week. I learned how to be tough with late submission because I try kind of can I do that? I say, okay, Nataliya, yes, but no excuse, nothing. It's a good work. So then it's just like and also how I have a question after that. How did you make this site? How to arrange the private appointment? Did you book it up with a site, find your schedule? Because it's good to meet with students too. So
Oh, okay.
like this one link, yeah, I would like to add it to my instructor site.
Oh,
So to
yes, I
make like
think
appointment with me by schedule.
Bookings is through Outlook. And
Okay.
for me personally, it's not seamless because it's tricky. It interacts like it's a business. So it talks about clients and things like that.
That's
But
okay.
and maybe we could. You give me a good idea that maybe, and I'm going to make note here to mention to Jen that maybe for a flex workshop or a webinar later on,
That's very good
maybe
to
we can,
students to know, because it's a
yeah,
lot of convenience for students
it
and a lot of
is.
convenience for you. And I'd like to have this one like assignments on this
Yes,
one training.
I think so. I mean, what I can show you is how to use Canvas to have students book appointments. So there's that.
Mhm.
which I think is easier. It's simpler. But I'm going to mention to Jen, because it's a great idea. If you like the way bookings works, then maybe we should have a webinar and get those faculty who like it
I'm agree,
to
yeah.
use it.
I'm
Okay.
agree, yeah. That's a good webinar, yeah.
It is. And before I go into share screen and all that, I just want to tell you, thank you so much for your dedication. I feel sort of bad if I made anybody feel apprehensive or nervous. It is a lot of work. There's no way to get rid of that aspect of course design, or development, but that I can tell by your language and the way you set up your course that you're very student-centered. And so that you're thinking student first. And so that's wonderful, wonderful to see. I've gone over your homepage. I clicked on your instructional link and that was fine. It took me to your page, but it didn't take me, let me share. Once I was in that page, I don't think that it showed me. So when I click on courses here, I think that maybe that link or that module was either not published. So it's probably what it is, that's not published. And so it was taking me, it gives me an access denied. So just a heads up for this, that when your students come in here and they click on this courses link, it's not going to take them to the modules.
How to publish them?
Yeah, I think all you have to do is publish them. I think that's all that was missing there.
Okay, some of them are not published, yeah.
So in this, and I can't check for sure because I am not one of your people in your
but one what I teach now is published actually. I have summer classes and it's published because I teach it.
Okay, let me stop. Let me stop then. Maybe you can share screen and show me the instructional site. So that would be the one that's off of the home page. There's a link there that does go through, but the instructional site is the one that's made public. That link is put in the schedule of classes so that students or potential students can click and check out, your courses and then make a decision, without having to call you, and say, hey, what's this course about? They can just go and read it. And so I think that's why.
And that's only semester classes, not previous classes are not included, no?
Not really. I mean, eventually you'll have a list of previous classes because you'll add to that list of courses. And so then you'll start to notice, oh, I have last semesters, but that's fine. As long as you label it fall, 2023, then when it's spring, students can see what happened before and how to plan ahead. So it's fine. And so again, the place for that is, so right here you have your homepage. Oh, wait, your homepage is here. Let me get to your homepage. So it clicks fine. When I click on it, and I love there's your tabs there. So it clicks fine here. It comes into your instructional site with all of this wonderful information and contact. But this button is probably, and this one as well, probably broken because the module for that, the modules that contain that are probably not published. And so it isn't really something I can verify.
What module is that?
So it's not in the module. It's going to be your instructional site. So I'm going to give you the link.
Instructional site is published, right?
Yes, that it is published because I was able to get in. So I'm going to send you the link, the direct link. I'll stop share. So you can just click on the chat link so that it opens up for you and then share your screen. So I can be the extra set of eyes to see, why it's not quite linking. It's probably, I'm thinking it's a very simple.
So I have to click on this link, what you send it to me?
Yes, in chat.
I did it.
Okay, now go back to Zoom and share your screen by using the green button. Mine is normally at the bottom, but you might have the green button at the top menu of Zoom.
I go to Zoom now. Yes, I'm on Zoom now.
Do you see that share screen button?
Yeah, but Zoom, I have no Zoom, nothing. I have on Zoom, I have nothing. So yeah, so Zoom. Okay.
And so it'd be the Zoom where I hope
Yeah,
you can see me as
I
well.
have no meeting on Zoom. I have nothing to share.
Oh, do you have a green button that says share screen?
No, I don't see a green
Hmm.
button. So that's Zoom meeting. I have Zoom, share, unmute Zoom. So city Zoom. Okay, if I Zoom. Zoom.
Mhm. On your screen, do you see the screen?
Usually when I'm on Zoom, when students, I have green button. But when I Zoom,
Uh-huh.
like, okay. Oh, I know 1 minute, share screen, it's
Okay.
here.
All right.
And I share my screen, maybe
Uh-huh.
this one, right?
And then
And with
share. There you go. There you go. Wonderful.
yeah.
So now that you have this up, go ahead and get into your own course. So there you go. Click on that home button. All right. Awesome. And then go ahead and scroll down and click. Wait, is this IOTL? Yes, it is. Okay. Scroll down and click where it's on the page for the home page, where it says instructional site.
Oh, okay, that means I do this. And I do
You should be able to click on that link.
instructional side.
It's right there. So
Instructional side is here. Yeah.
okay, go ahead and click on it. That's another way to get to it. All right. And now, do you see how the modules list on the far left course navigation menu is
Here.
Do you see how it has an I with a line through it? That means that it's not viewable. Click on the module. It's right under home. There you go.
Like modules. Okay.
Module. Mhm. Do you see how they're not published? Because they're not
Okay.
published,
Now
that
I can do published, right?
publish, yes, and publish module and all. And then when you get
Like
new,
this one,
and then for
courses.
resources, that one's published.
Oh,
as
resources.
well.
Okay. But no courses. Okay.
And
I
then also
publish research.
where it says resources in the gray at the top of the module, that needs to also be published. So
Yeah.
maybe we're in the way. Oh, yeah. Oh, there you go. Publish module and all items. There we go. All right. And so right there where you click on course information template, click on that once. Under courses, yes, that page. All right, so this page, this is a template. And so you put your own information. So let's say this was math 40.
I understand math now. My math 90 I'm going to teach.
Then you would just
teach now
change.
math 31.
You would just put in that information for that. That
Okay.
link there, you would link it to your liquid silver.
Where will I find it now? Well, it will be on my homepage.
Yeah, so this now, like for me, if I go in, I'll be able to click on courses and resources and it will take me to those.
Okay, let me see resources. Yes, and I can click here. Yeah, and edit. Okay.
Yeah,
I understand. Thank you.
All right,
I'll do
great. Yeah, I know that was a weird thing. All right, so I'm glad that you were able to do that. And now I'm going to go ahead and share just so that I can move us through. And then here's a test, right? I'm going to click on your instructional site. It opens the site, but when I click to courses, now I can see it because you published it. So thank you. Thank you for that. All right, no more unauthorized.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
All right, sure thing. And so I checked what other thing? I checked your announcement, your welcome letter and announcement, your syllabus, which you have as a page here. That's nice. And also the things that I'm going to go over are just very, very minor in terms of some of the things that get left over. Some of those things that get left over might be like the pink, or the dates or things like that. In your instructor, meet your instructor, I noticed that you use the pink.
I check my notes also.
Yeah, okay. And so that's fine. If most faculty are encouraged to put in an image, a little bio, maybe. It doesn't have to be the full, this is when I was born, raised. No, it could be just, this is what inspired me to pursue a doctorate in mathematics. So it could be,
I understand.
and all it does is if it gets students like, oh, wow, maybe I could do that too. I always share, born and raised in Oakland, California, Mexican. So
You
I
meet
share
in this one pink area, you meet in this pink area, I will meet every Tuesday, etc. So in this pink area on the top, just to introduce myself very short with my bio. Okay.
yes, very short. I don't put personal things. I don't, but something like that might help. Just
I understand. Few words, yeah.
you're a huge motivator for our students, and so it's nice for them to see you and see you as a role model, that they can also try to pursue mathematics. Many of us are very apprehensive about math. I don't know why. It must be an American thing. So, and then here you've got your syllabus, which is great. I'll scroll down and we'll go into your page. So here, the question I have is more curiosity, I guess. Normally, we recommend only leaving Sunday, Monday, and the recommendation mostly is Wednesday, Saturday, or Wednesday, Sunday. So here you have students, this is the second week of class, I guess, and they are at the wrap of
Because they have day off. That's only one reason, because they have the September the 3rd, they have like Labor Day. I check in the calendar. So I decided maybe during Labor Day, like you did it one time, because July the 4th, you give just one day. So because it's a Labor Day on Monday, I give them one more day, because check the calendar. Just one time.
more day. So that, and let me take a look at the calendar. So let me see. This is during week 1. Your course begins the 25th.
Because I look at the calendar, I remember something was related because the day off of Labor Days, think like that. Yeah.
So maybe this due because that's Labor Day weekend then. For students, they take, like, if the Monday is off, definitely the weekend is off. So
yeah.
So it just feels a little bit like you might not get a lot of students participating if they see it due on Sunday. And then Monday's the holiday. So that maybe these dates, huge recommendation is maybe just change this to Tuesday, due by Tuesday, right? And then the post replies can be due the following Sunday if you want. Or
okay. So by Tuesday, September 5th, right?
Yeah, so I'll be your hands here. I'll be your
okay, hand. September 5th.
Okay.
And so after that, September 6th.
Okay. And so let me take a look. September 5th is Tuesday. So here, what we can do is we are just going to write Tuesday.
Okay.
Tuesday. And then by what time do you like that? 11?
11:59 p.m. I just usually midnight.
Yeah. Okay. And then reply dues. This can be
by Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Or by Thursday, because
Thursday's
everything by
Thursday.
Yeah.
You're already very student-centered, so
I follow you. Yeah, I said what today? That was good. It was Thursday, Sunday. The people have 4 days in a week to do something. So
yes.
I said that first. I think Wednesday. I said Wednesday. Okay, they don't work usually on weekends, or they work then Monday, Tuesday, and that goes fast. Tuesday I have class. Thursday is fine. Yeah.
Yes. And for our students, I think that oftentimes there is that sort of the weekend, the whole,
yeah.
I have a 4-day weekend. And so we'll save this here.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, and the due date, we need to change it here. So the due date, we will change it at the bottom so that it's that Tuesday, which is the 5th. There we go.
Yeah. See.
And you can put
the Monday,
if you want this close to be, we said Thursday, you can put a close there on it. If you feel that you might have too many kids bugging you about reopening, then you can leave it to the Saturday to close. You already told them in the instruction to post the reply by Thursday. So this here is up to you. We can do this. It's due at this time. It closes, right? The reply. It's a way of discipline. It's a way of holding students accountable. But sometimes we know we're going to get 2 or 3 students who are like, oh no, I don't know, whatever. And so for me, I just don't want to be bothered by it. I say, okay, go ahead. It's extended till Saturday post, but make this a one-time only situation. So I have a conversation with them, but I don't want to have to go in and change it.
Same thing. The same thing because I don't like it.
Yeah,
That's okay.
it takes, okay, so 5-10 minutes that it takes you out of your day to deal with this. It's 5-10 minutes you're not getting back when you could have, this is how I see it, sort of anticipate that there might be somebody who doesn't. And you can always come back and change this if Monica's being crazy. Okay, so what does it say? Oh, September. No wonder it's September. Okay. And then we'll save that. All right, so that was one thing. So anywhere you see that, just keep to this whole Tuesday, Thursday, and you can even copy and paste this if you want. You just go in here, you copy this
I
line.
got it.
Yeah, that will save you some time. All right, so and then you have your navigation here, which is really great. You have your quiz here, and I know that that you're not a big fan of quizzes every week. That's okay. So a compromise.
Every other week, I have every other week quiz, every other week discussion, and every other week classwork. I do combination classwork technology and class and discussion quiz. So that's
I think that will
like
work well. Because there's a balance and then there's a rhythm and
the balance of time and efforts, right?
And your students do have a lot to do. One of my recommendations, because this is the summary of the getting started, is to keep the summary the very last thing. But this is just a suggestion. You don't have to do this. The only thing would be to move this important resources up after the syllabus and then move these two, the table and the what you need to know, above the assignment. And so that's a recommendation, and it's very quick and simple. If you want to do that, you just drag it up like this. If you feel that it works for your students, if not, you just drag it back down. You just drag these back down.
So the importance is you can move them. Before, I did not have assignments, so that they were at the bottom. When I created some assignments, that was they moved down bottom again. So that's so that's yes, I'm
like it. Okay. All right. So that will take care of that. So in terms of just form, here you have tables and formulas, and I think you had a link. Like this document was in the modules list. And so I think that what I did was I created this page for you. And then I put in here stat tables and formulas. So it was hyperlinked without the PDF showing. And then I made it so that it opens on the page like this. So students, when they hit this page, they see it right away. So students are
how can I make it next time? You say, how did you make it like open right away?
So how I made it, and I'm going to go ahead and show you. I click edit here. And then for this, notice that it says stats table and formula, no PDF. Right? Click once in the middle, link options. If it still has the file extension .pdf, you just remove it and make it so it looks like a title. Then here we click preview in line. Let me zoom in, so you can see. Preview in line and then expand preview by default. Those two things.
Okay, just 1 second. Let me take a picture of that.
Okay. And again, we're recording this meeting.
Because I have a lot of files for them because it's statistics.
Yes.
So I want to assure that they open. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, okay. And then you hit done.
Yeah.
And then save. And then that will do the trick. And so now when students come into this page, and then here I left this for you. That's for you to give instructions. You just have to write maybe a 2-line. Please download and save this tables and formula handout. It becomes very helpful throughout the semester. Or if you want to encourage them, you can use this on an upcoming quiz or whatever.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they substitute for calculator. That's a good point because calculator you have to buy and this table is free. So
it's free. So why not, just use, I love tables. And so then the other thing is that here, as I'm going through and I'm going to show you, do you see this little tiny view? So what those
Mhm.
are requirements. And all it means is that students, when they open and they view, Canvas makes a record that they viewed and gives a check mark. So on the student
Mhm.
side, they can see a green check mark that means that they viewed. I
Mhm.
have prerequisites and all kinds of things set up in mine. So that, for
Mhm.
instance, I don't let students even look at module 1 until they've completed and looked at everything in the module 0. So I'm
Mhm.
very dictator that way, that I want them to complete something before they move on to the other thing, because it saves a
How
lot.
to make it, how to make check-in point.
Okay, so then for here, module 1. Module 1 is still
Mhm.
week 1, which is fine. I go to edit here. I use the 3 dots. Then
Oh,
I
yeah, I remember. Yeah, must complete. Yeah, I remember that point. Yeah.
must complete.
I,
And here, prerequisite, they have to view module 0 before they move on to this. And then here, these are the requirements. I don't have them in order or anything like that. I just want the student to view. So I want them to view that. The next one is module 1, part 2. You'll notice that the default here is always the very first thing on the list. So we have to click
Mhm.
on that down caret arrow to select the
Mhm.
next thing. I try
Mhm.
to do this and be very systematic so that I'm selecting everything in there. Class work, the next one is summary. The way Canvas does this is it lists all the pages first, then the assignments, then the discussions, but that doesn't matter in terms of how you laid out. This is just the way
Mhm.
Canvas does it. And then
Mhm.
discussions. And then we update. So now when we go in, all of those will have view, view, view. The headings are not a view because it's just a heading. They can't open that. A view here,
Mhm.
view, view. Now, some folks really like doing mark as done. Like, let's say that your this beautiful page that you have over here. Where is it? Where'd it go? That shows, where did I put that somewhere else? Oh, here, your tables and formula. Say that this is something that you want them to actually mark as done. That means that you don't want
Mhm.
them to just open it and then move on without acknowledging that that was important somehow. Then the way to
Mhm.
do that is to go into the module, the 3 dots, edit. And then where you find that page, oh, it's not even listed here. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll go systematic. Meet your instructor, support for students, ready to learn, course policies, syllabus, tables and formulas. Instead of view, we can make that mark as done. And so that
Oh, I like it. That's what I want because I want to put some assignments like mark it done.
mark as done, yes. And so what to do, let's see, what to do, summary. And then here we'll do the rest of these, where the check-in, and we'll do
Mhm.
the quiz. So that here, everything is still view, 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 mark as done. We noticed in IOTL that we had an assignment was a home page assignment. And somebody had said that it had to have at least seven points out of 10. And so what happened was some folks who got 6 points then could not unlock a new module that we needed later on, because that was like an important element. And so we're like, so no, we can't do that because we're not reopening just for that. So that's, folks can do better. So the alternative is mark as done.
That is in module settings, right?
Yes. And
In
so
module
that's in
settings. Yeah.
module
So I
setting.
can add assignments. So
Mhm.
just was marked done without giving points, right?
Yes, if it's like a reading, like it's a page that's not an
Right.
assignment. And then if you have something here, like the quiz, you can do this. Again, it's very tricky. I tend not to do it anymore. You have 2 options. Submit the assignment is what actually gives them the check mark, right? Or
Mhm.
score at least. The score at least is the
Mhm.
one that's really brutal. Because if you only say you give students 3 attempts at the quiz, but they just don't get to, the score at least 7 points, then that means that they're kind of stuck. They're never going to be able to really get that check mark.
No, I just submitted, that's it.
Okay, the
Submit, yeah.
submit assignment, okay. And so that's what you can do. The submit assignment will take care of that, and the rest are views. Any page that's important to be marked as done, then you have that mark as done. And then we'll continue. And now if we zoom in, we can see all the views, mark as done, and submit here, and then view. Now for this here, view. Perfect. Now here we go. And then this one has, in-person meeting, and then there's a calendar reminder. Excellent. So what you've probably done is in the edit, this is a will publish on. So this one won't publish until that date, which is fine. You know, I don't know that there's a reason to do the publish at, because that means it won't open until August 29th. But
that's okay.
Yeah, but what is, I think, helpful here might be to add to-do list. Because then what happens here is that it sets in a reminder as if this were an assignment. So this first meeting that you have Tuesday starting August 29th, what we can do is add to student to do. And then here we'll say August, when do you like to remind them? Early in the morning, 8 o'clock, 8 a.m.? Too early?
No, my meeting is like, I remember like, I forgot, maybe 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
My
is the
meeting is
meeting.
what?
So let's say I'm Monica, I'm your student, and I'm in the
Okay, morning for students is fine, yeah.
Yeah, this okay. Or you can change this if you think 8 a.m. is too early. Okay, so we can save and then we can publish that. And so now what will happen is that it will go in their to-do list and they will get a reminder.
I'm sorry. I just, that's what you did is very interesting, and how you did, why did you change it? Where did you make changes?
I went into edit. And then here, because you had this as a publish app.
Okay, option, yeah. Module 1 option, yeah. Reminder,
So it's this little add to to-do list, student to-do list. And then you put this in.
One second.
Okay, do you want me to zoom? Let me zoom in.
No, I'll take a picture. I'm done.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, let me scroll out of that. Okay, so this is fine. Now, one of the beautiful things about that, and it goes also to the sort of scheduling appointments and all that, is that if we go to your calendar in the global navigation menu on the left-hand side here, this is a calendar for Canvas and for all the classes you teach. So all the classes you teach, all of the classes where you're a student. Now it's slow, especially the first time that we open it, because it's populating everything. It's populating all of your assignment deadlines. It's populating with any to-do items. And then for US students, it might be populating IOTL things. So here we see Monica as, because I'm a person in your course. So that's why it's showing some of my stuff, because it's showing sort of my calendar. But if we were to look at, let me see, summer, wait, did I pass it? Summer, where are we? Summer 2023. This is you right here, right? No,
no.
That's not you. Where are you, Natalia?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, E, F, G. I'm up. Oh, Gavryshova is here. And below, and Gavrysh.
It's below.
A little bit to down. It's here, and Gavrysh, yeah, sandbox.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. So here. So if I check yours, and students can do this as well. So now I can see all of the due dates that you have for yours in green. And that's not going to come up till August. So if you have them already published. So here you have,
I didn't
remember that? This to-do list that we just created right here. Now it comes up in the calendar itself. And it says in-person meeting, agenda, and it tells me what calendar that's from. And so students, when they come in here, they can click on that and it'll take them straight to that page that reminds them. And so that's why I think that to-do can be very powerful, because they can do the same thing with assignments. So I'm going to go back to the calendar here. Wow, so a calendar takes a long time. Because what I want to show you is that until we have that bookings, how to do bookings, that webinar, that one of the things that can help is to use the calendar to set up appointments. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So on the top of your calendar here, you'll notice that there's a week, month agenda, and then a plus symbol. So we're going to, if we hover over the plus symbol, it says create new event. So we click on that, and then you have more tabs here. Assignments, my to-do, because students sometimes can use a calendar for their to-do. And then appointment group, we're going to click on appointment group. Here, we're going to say drop in office hours if you want. And they're going to be by appointment. Right here, I normally will put the Zoom meeting. So your Zoom meeting. Now, what you could do also is here, you can say, use city Zoom if you want. I normally don't do that, but you can ask them to select city Zoom.
No,
Then,
sometimes I do it from home. I don't use City Zoom all the time. So
I don't either.
Just Zoom, yeah.
Yeah, and so Zoom, and then here select calendar. We're going to select your calendar, not any other calendar. Also be
What
crazy.
about Faculty Resource Center? Can I select Faculty Resource Center? No.
Yeah, you can select any of your calendars.
Okay, Natalia, yes, that's okay.
So done here. Then we select the date. When do you think your first meeting? So you start here. When's your drop-in office hours? Tuesday, Thursday?
I don't remember.
That's okay. We can delete it.
I think I do remember. That was like, that was Thursday at 10 a.m.
Thursday. So we're going to say Thursday, August 31st. Then here we're going to put in 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
to 11 a.m.
I have class. That's Thursday, because class Tuesday and meeting will be on Thursday. That's what.
Okay, so is it a 1 hour drop-in? 10 to 11?
10 to 11, yeah.
11, okay. And then if you have a Tuesday one, we can go in. If it's a Tuesday after that one, then it's going to be Tuesday, September 5th.
I have class.
You have class, so not then. Thursday, September.
No, I have just one per week. I have just 1 hour per week.
Per week. Okay, so September 7th will be the
That's
following.
just Thursday, yeah, no more.
Okay, so we do AM, and then here, that's going to be 11.
Okay, that's first 2 Thursdays, right?
First 2 Thursdays.
Yeah.
You could
31 plus
more.
7.
I normally just do 2 at a time because I have meetings throughout the week. I'll put all of those in there. Next, we can divide this into equal slots of 30 minutes, equal slots of less than that, can be 20 minutes. So it's up to you. Or you can just leave it
20.
30 minutes, 20? 20 minutes.
20, yeah.
And so when we click go, what it does, it'll populate here with the different slots.
I see.
Then here, limit each time to 1 student. I tend to have like 3 students at a time sign up. How many students do you normally have in your class? 40?
It depends. Right now, I have like about 30 enrolled already.
30 is a lot. So it could, and that means that you could potentially have 3 students at a time coming into each of these slots.
If they come with a private question, they ask privacy. But I can move them to the waiting room, for example, if they need privacy.
If they need privacy, okay. So then this gives them 3 slots. Allow students to see who has signed up. I never check this because I don't want to promote bullying. And some students don't realize they're bullying. When they see that Emma has signed up, that they go on the side and say, hey, Emma, I really need your time slot. Do you mind giving it up for me? And so I don't like that. I'm like,
No,
get in early, get your placement. Don't try to displace anybody else, right? And so here, limit participants to. I have a couple of students who, if I have 20 slots, will take all 20. And so sometimes I have to limit how many slots they can select. 2 is reasonable, any assignment slots they want. I don't know that you want, the 2-3 people always taking up all the slots. So this is up to you. If you want participants to focus and only take 1 slot, you can
One is enough.
one's
Yeah.
enough. Here.
Because I need them in class, so they can wait a little bit.
And then here,
It's not like
yeah, I always say here, I'm very cheesy. So welcome to my drop-in office hours for math. This is math 6. What math is this?
80 math
80.
for math. That's it. 80, 90. 90 is also is fine because I will have
Okay.
5 people from 90. I will invite them too.
So if you do that here in the calendar, you can actually select both of the courses so that these assignment slots go to both. So 80 and 90. Then please, oops, capital, please come.
And how can I make for both classes?
Your question. So let's say, oops, question. So here where it says calendar, I can select, say this was the 80 and this is the 90.
I understand. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah. And so right now, only because you don't want to, and that's how you select the different ones. And then here, I'm cheese. I'm very cheesy. Warm regards. I just want them to know that it's a friendly thing. And so I put that. Then I hit publish.
But you're not Monica, Natalia.
Oh,
Monica is Natalia. It's fine. That's like Natalia. That's fine.
And then if I were to hit publish, this would go out then to this calendar. Now, because this calendar doesn't have real students in it, we can go ahead and publish and no harm, no foul. It's not going to accidentally go to other students. And so when you go back and review this video, the recording, then you can see how you will do this to add those other classes. And this is the way you can use this for students to make appointments to see you. And the recommendation is here. And then I put here, we will use this Zoom link. And then normally I put the link in there, HTTPS, whatever it is. I'll put that in there. Yeah.
And where can I create the Zoom link in?
Like, for example, this session is my personal meeting ID, and it's the link that I always use for these sorts of meetings. So I normally place that meeting always that I use there.
And I can use the same link, right?
You can use the same link. As long as you and your students are using the same link, you can use the same link. And so then here, I'm going to publish it just because this is only going to go to your sandbox, just so we could see what that looks like in the calendar. So we put this in the calendar. If we scroll down, we can see what the appointment looked like. And because nobody signed up so far for these appointments, they're like light. They don't look dark, right? And then it will show you who took up the appointments, and you can go ahead and communicate with them if you want. So you can go ahead and reply to them if you need to. And if it's a particular, it'll show you the names. So you can say, hey, Tom, we're going to try to address your question about whatever. Please bring your calculator, your slide ruler, whatever it is that you need to do. And so that's how you do this. And if we were to scroll to September 7th, they are there listed as well. And so it's really great because this means that students can see these also. And then we can see here your classic quizzes, and we're starting to see your assignments listed here. Okay. So we'll see all of your assignments there. And now for me, because this is still on my calendar, and although I love you, I don't want to see all of your things on my calendar. So I'm going to go ahead and uncheck yours, because if I don't uncheck it, I'm going to see all, and I'll get announcements and everything for all of that there. All right. So that was kind of a lot, but did it make sense? I hope
Yes, yes, it makes sense. Yeah.
it makes sense. Okay. So I'm going to go back over here just because I have a quick way to get to your course instead of like trying to find it. All right, so let me
Mm.
see. So we covered that. We covered the check-in tables and stroke requirements. You have a broken link somewhere, and that's
Where?
an image, and that is going to be in module 1, part 1. So let me see, module 1, part 1, reading, homework reading. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Reading. Let me see if it's this one. See, so right here.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So it's a broken image, probably, I'm thinking. So on your end, it might look fine. But on the student end or the person who doesn't have. So what Canvas does is that if you copy and paste something in, it has the memory of where you selected that from your hard drive or your internet. But because I'm not
Interesting.
connected to your hard drive or your internet, on my side, it just looks broken. And
And that doesn't work, no?
I don't know if you want to take a picture of this one too.
I know what is that actually exactly.
Yeah.
It's a link to it's the image of the site. And you know, that's the image.
It's
It's
an
the
image.
image of the site online. It's a little image. I can show you what image is that from my site because I see it.
You can see
But
it.
I don't know why. It's maybe it's not loaded properly.
That could be it. So we can go into edit. If you know what the image title is,
Yeah, I know. What image is that?
what then we'll see if I can find it here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead
It's
and
a
put
course
my
image.
cursor here after find, just so I can leave it. I'm going to go into insert image.
And image, yeah,
I'm going
course
to go to
image.
course
Course
images.
image, yeah, I'll show you, yeah. And that the course image is, yeah, you see that is the second from the, it's the second from the top in the left. That is a round one. No, to the left. Yes, this one, yeah.
This one. Okay, so I'm going to click on that there.
Mhm.
And so it highlights. And then what I'm going to do is close this here. And then I'm going to remove this other image because it's broken. So remove that. Then I'm going to click once on it, click on image options. And then here, notice how it has the file name, screenshot.
Yes, it is OLI, it's OLI. It's a site when we use for teaching. OLI, it's exactly, yes, what it is, yeah.
OLI, and this is going to be a branding? Is it a brand?
That's the name of a site I use for text. It's a
Okay.
textbook. It's a textbook
Icon.
and assignments. It's an icon, yeah.
So OLI icon, and then we click on done. And then that's done. So we're going to save here. Save. And take a look. So now I can see it. So let's go in, let's fix the other one. And again,
And that same thing everywhere.
the recording I think will help if you want to do this for other things. So here.
Yes, yes.
Here,
it's the same thing. It's the same OLI.
Oh, it's the same icon?
It's the same icon everywhere.
Then I'm wondering maybe you don't need to include it here. Let me see. Click on the last Once you're looking at the data OLI page, copy the URL you see in the browser.
Oh no, that's not OLI. That's my another image.
Okay. So
I took a picture of the window where they go.
Okay.
And so I can do same thing probably, right?
Yes, I hope so.
If I do
insert image
and
course
image, yeah, it should
and
be
then
course
we're going
image.
to look for it.
Yeah, I don't see it. Down, 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 down. I don't see it.
No, load more.
Yeah.
There's a screenshot
No.
that needs to be broken.
No, no, it's not. Oh, that's not. Down, down, down. It's
That's the end of it. So no harm, no foul. All this means is that it's not part of your course images already. That just means that you go into insert image and then you
Mhm.
upload the image. Now, because I don't have
Uh-huh.
your desktop, I can't upload it for you, but you upload
So,
image and then it's going to ask where. So where you click here, then it goes to your hard drive and you can select the
mhm.
image that should be there.
Okay.
You select that. Once you select something, let's say it was this one, then you select open, and then all you have to do once you do that is that it's going to ask you for the alt description for that. So you OLI, whatever it is, checklist or whatever it's called.
Submission, yeah.
That's it. Okay. All right. So
Okay.
we're just going to
And
save
after
as,
that, that will be visible. Okay.
yeah, we're just going to save as is. And the other thing is, will this let us do this? Nah, that's fine. I mean, sometimes there's a way to make the images sort of behave in terms of how we want it to behave. We can align left like that. Might be a good idea if that image relates to more than one thing.
Mhm.
You can keep it in the middle, that's awkward. You can keep it on the
Mhm.
side. So that's up to you. The left seems to work, but we can just also not do that. All right. So I just wanted to show you where you can manipulate how the image
Mhm.
behaves with the text.
Mhm.
All right. So
Mhm.
because this is fine the way it is, we're just going to, oh, is it? Let me see. Was there something else? The pink here is not accessible. And so
Mhm.
I'm going to try to see if I can get rid of this pink for you. There maybe. Or, I don't even know why it's there. There. How about that?
Mhm.
Yeah. And so then we're going to save that. So anywhere you see that pink, you can try to remove it so it doesn't
Mhm.
disturb the,
Mhm.
you know, the flow. All right. So let me see. I think gym bookings, and we talked about the quizzes. All right. So it looks to me like you have a lot of it fleshed out, definitely the 25%. So thank you for that. All of this is very honor system, after this meeting. I can say just right now, congratulations, you're going to be an onliner. That means that you can develop more classes for online, new classes that you develop, also have a process. It's a very simple process. It's not a lot. We know that these courses can be very overwhelming because we're just throwing so much information. And you wouldn't believe it, Natalia, but we hold back. We don't even give you all the information that we want to give you half the time. But I'm
I know.
just so happy and honored to be able to experience you as you're developing a course that is already in your mind student centered. So it's like seeing a baby, be born and seeing how much this is going to help so many students. So
Do you
I
have
feel
students? Do you have your students keep sending your messages? Like, please help to do this, Monica, help to do that, Monica. It's I can imagine. That's like,
I do. And it's good. It's good. I'm still okay. I don't feel burnout, but I think it's because I'm not physically in classroom anymore. That's when I was starting to feel overwhelmed, because and I
yeah,
even had to tell like my poor husband, I had to say, I love you, honey, but I have too much contact overload right now. I'm like, can you just give me 10-15 minutes? Just calm and
exactly.
peace. And so
Yeah.
I said, I'm so sorry, because he's such a sweet person. But I'm like, I feel that I'm overloaded right now by that interaction overload. But
I
now that
understand that.
yeah, when I'm online, nobody's chasing me from the classroom to my car. I move a little bit more freely in my physical space. It's a little bit more controlled. And so I help my students a lot more because I help them whenever they reach out. And in the classroom, it was the emergence of it has to be now because I might not see them for another week. And so now I feel a lot better about all of that.
I'm understanding you. I'm on the same pace. When I go for vacations for 1 week, I go alone. I don't talk to people at all. I do not socialize at all. Just
Just quiet is
keep
nice,
outside
right?
for 1 week. No even word.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I hope to have that too. I hope to be able to close my computer and do that. But again, I feel like a mommy hen, very proud of everything that you've done. I mentioned that it's an honor system. That means that we have the expectation that you're going to build out the rest of your course, that you're going to take the feedback we've given you and apply it to new design that you have in your course, that your course will be reviewed, because all courses are reviewed by your chair, your dean, or whomever in your department. And they might start to pick an onliner. So they might pick Fred to come in and review your course, or somebody else. And so then they're going to see how you've moved through your online development, which is fine. The only other time that somebody jumps into your online course would be just massive amounts of students start to complain, and then that's where we're like, okay, we better go and check in to see what's happened with this online course. We do have pride in having quality courses that we offer online. And so that's why the rigor of the IOTL and the, review and everything, because we want to have that sort of pride of, yes, we have quality online courses for all our students. During the pandemic, that's how we found out that faculty had passed away, was that students started to complain that they hadn't heard from their professor in 2 weeks or a month. And so then we're like, well, what's happened here? And that's how we found out that they passed away. When faculty pass away, we don't send a message to our students. Hey, although I can picture me with my finger trying to send a message to my students. I'm dying. Please seek out the chair or something. But we don't, so sometimes students are out there and they have no idea what's happened, right? And so that's why that sort of, we call it RSI, the regular substantive interaction is so important for students, because then we become human to them. Otherwise, they think it's just the system doing its thing all by itself, and it's not. They don't realize that we're in there. Let's see. I'm going to email your chair.
I have one short question. I have one short question.
Sure thing.
I have I have video quizzes, but that video quizzes, I can show you just a little bit. So they are not captured, so that you don't have a text, because that's from the book. And I can't do nothing, but that's a video quiz. They're very good for students. They like it. They have questions, answers, and keep that one. Can I use them or I cannot?
Let's see, how can you do that? Because technically, before it used to be that if they were optional quizzes, like for growth, for exploration, that it was okay.
Yeah, it's not for grading. It's not for grading. Students just love them.
So one of the things that maybe you could do, because it can't be placed in the course, is it a YouTube video or is it through the publisher?
That's from the book. So the book, that was a book, mathematical book, online, that has videos inside the book. Okay. And I copy the paste URL link. And I copy the link and paste it into the course.
This is the recommendation. Let me see. Let me find a place within the course.
Like OpenStats, for example, the free course, they have a lot of videos for students.
Those OpenStats are supposed to be captioned already. So let's say that this is going to be during week 1. You have the first one of those. What you can do is here, where it says optional resources, this is where you can include, you can say, feel like exploring and practicing, and then you go try out this, and then title it. You hyperlink it here like you did here, StatCrunch. And then that way, you're not embedding the video right in the course, but this is for exploration. So these are what they call learner support. And another place, I think this is the best place to put it, because it already says optional resources.
And I just give them link, or that is like practice quiz, name it any way I want to make.
Any way that you want. I normally use the term, I dig a little deeper, which is sort of like explore, like go extra. But
that's already in my files. So that's already is in my course. It's already on Canvas, because I have a lot of them on Canvas. So if I make a link, I will make a link to my Canvas video quiz.
Yeah,
but that's not important.
I wonder if that's okay. Find it. Do you think we can find it? If it's already a file, or is it a file already?
It's in my. I can show you. That's That is one in my assignments from the last semester. I
Oh,
can
okay.
show you.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, because
So can I open it? Yeah, can I open it? Let me see. I just go to my assignment, my courses, and all courses. Do you see what I'm doing? Maybe not.
no, I don't, because you're not sharing yet, but
Just,
I
yeah,
will
I'll share it with you. So I
share.
go to probability fall 2022,
Okay.
and I'm looking for fall 2022 statistics. And I cannot see it fall. Yeah, I'm opening now fall. Yes. And then my assignments. And I can share with you my screen now. Can I do that?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I share my screen now. Yes, that's my fall courses. You see, right?
Yes. Okay.
And like I see and homework and um, um, oh, for example, like this one, I would like to add video.
So that video, because you
Yeah,
went to a
start video.
link,
Yeah, that is a
copy
start
that
video.
link.
In
Copy
this
the
chapter,
link.
we are presenting the basics of tests of significance.
Okay.
In every test of
So
significance, we need to decide.
Yeah,
Copy that HTML link at the top in the browser. So that link, copy that link, and then let's go into your sandbox course.
to my what? Okay, my
The-
course.
Yeah, your
Okay.
IOTL
I go
sandbox.
to that
There we
is
I think City Zoom. Go ahead and click on City Zoom. Oh. Video. This is
I go here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go to my dashboard and my sandbox,
There you go. There you go.
and I go to my modules, and that is a part of p-value. P-value that is here, and the p-value is here.
Okay, so this, we have a couple of things that then we need to do. If that's in 11, go ahead and create a summary page. Or
Where?
okay, so whatever module it is, we need to have that overview page and a summary page.
Okay, I did it. I just 1 second, and it's here. And that is inference p-value. That's here. Yeah, it's here. Yeah. Well, p-value, test statistic p-value. Yeah, I did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for it to be
yes, it's a summary page. Yeah.
This is your summary page? Okay. This is an overview page.
Oh, no, that's overview. Yeah, it's not summary. Yeah. Okay. I didn't create summary page. I will.
Okay, that's okay. We can do that right now. Go to modules. Do we have time? Yeah, we have a little bit of time. Go into modules.
Go to modules. Yeah.
Go to the module where this is going to, well, actually, let's pick up. You see there where you have summary get started? Click on that. Oh, yeah. Don't click on it. Click on the 3 dots on the side. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Back out so it'll be easier for us to copy this. So just arrow out 1. Or use the top back arrow to go back to where we see it in
Which one?
Or just click on modules. I think we can do it through the modules.
Okay, I'll go to modules.
Modules.
Go to modules. I can remove them to overview from modules.
Yeah, so
if I put
where you have your where you have your summary, what we're going to do is find one of your summary pages, like for module 1, maybe. We're just going to duplicate it. So if you scroll up to module 1, there we go. We're going to see that summary page there, the big picture. Okay, go to the right-hand side to the 3 dots.
What is the summary?
It's on the
summary model 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go to the 3 dots on the far right-hand side. Okay. So instead of clicking on it, which I know is your temptation to do right now,
Yeah, three
it,
dots
while,
here.
yeah. So here it won't let you duplicate it. But if you're in the list view for the module list view, so go back one. So where your browser is, there's a left arrow. Just click that left arrow to go back to the previous page you were on, all the way to the top.
Which one? This one? This one? No.
Scroll, I don't know if you can see it, maybe you can't see it. Scroll all the way to the top of the menu where you have the CCSF instructor. It's going to be way on the left-hand side. There's a refresh, and then there's an arrow that goes back. Can you see that there? Or is that something only I'm seeing?
No, it's
I'm making
it's
this
an arrow. This one?
there, that
to the
arrow. Go
left?
ahead and click on that arrow. Okay, now,
Uh-huh.
instead of clicking on it, don't click on module, big picture, but scroll, use your cursor to go to the far right and click on the three dots there. There you go. Now duplicate this. There you go. Now we're going to use the three dots again, the little three dots there, and then we're going to move this to, and we're going to move it to the top of module, or the bottom, let's say at the bottom. Click on the at the bottom, there you go. And where the module, we're going to click on the link down on the modules, where on the top part it says modules. There. And we're going to select, what was that, module 9, or where was that? Inference. Okay, and then move. All right. So now we see here that you have a duplicate, and we can recognize that quickly because it has the words copy at the end of this. So click once there where it says summary.
But this is it's a video quizzes here.
Yeah, we can't use it that way because it doesn't have instruction for it. This the way it is. There's no way for students to, like, unless you want them to submit their answers through here. Is that what we're doing?
No, I just want to know, they submit inside the video. If they watch the video, if they do not submit the answer, the video stops. If they want to watch to the end, they have to say something. And this is correct. The video keeps going on. That's
right.
why they like it.
Okay.
And I just want them to check in, watch the video, like it's an option, because it's
For
not
themselves,
graded.
right? So for themselves, the question is, are they going to get points that matter for their course?
I would like to get points too, why not?
All right. Then in that case, what we're going to do is here, you're going to edit, you're going to give them clear instructions. You're going to say, you give them the link. You'll notice here that there's no rubric. You include a simple rubric that says submitted link, properly submitted link for their 3 points. And then also that it's within the rubric that it's 3 points. And then I think that will cover it because right now it's very bare. So although you say, watch the video, answer the questions, you don't tell them the link takes you to another window. You know, you will get.
Okay,
you know,
I got it. I understand.
It? Yeah. Yeah. And so then that's fine. Then that's fine. Normal.
See, that's what I said here. Yeah. Watch the video, answer questions, submit as URL, get 3 points.
Right. Right.
I said it. Yeah, that's what I. Yeah.
Yes. And so then here, just be a simple rubric then.
Yeah.
I think that what I'm trying to noodle about in my brain is that if we have things that don't have proper captions, can we actually assess students with it? Like an actual, you get points assessment, or does it have to be, you know, optional extra credit points or something like that? I would say that maybe, let's see, click on the p-values again for that video on the top tab. Yeah, so let me, because you're right, if it doesn't click, because it says that it has captions English. So all you need to do is when you play, tell students.
In this chapter, we are presenting the basics of tests of significance.
Yeah. So all you have to do is let them know If you need captions for the
Every
video,
test of
be sure to
significance
click on the
can be
bracket.
decided whether a statistic value is
Yeah,
likely
I
or
don't hear
unlikely
them
when the claim
because
about the
when students
parameter is
cannot
true.
hear well, I
Thus, we
turn
need a
turn the
probability.
captions on.
In
They
this
can
lesson,
hear
we will
that.
discuss compute
I forgot
and
it
use
has
this
captions.
probability.
Yeah, it does have
Super. The students
Yes.
love
We
them.
begin by reviewing just what a test of significance
You see,
answers.
there's a lot of questions
It
here.
answers the
Yeah,
question, is the observed effect
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
pause there.
got
So,
it.
but this, it was not a wasted run through. It just means to remember to include your summary pages. And if you ever have those things that you want to include that maybe don't have captions, these are just for students to, explore a little bit more, you can put that in that section where it says optional resources, and you can put those there, and then you'll be compliant, you'll be aligned.
But that one now I can because it has captions.
It has captions, so you can use it.
Yeah,
So
good.
what's the name of your chair?
Name, it's Fox. It's Katya, Katya of F-U, Fuchs Fox. That
Katya?
F-U is Katya, yeah.
Katya, okay. Katya Fox, okay.
F-U-S, F-U-S-H.
Okay, I got it. All right, well, what I'll
Yeah.
do is I'll go ahead and send an email to Katya and to the team so that they all know that you've passed the IOTL. You'll see the points reflected in a bit. As soon as the recording is done doing the processing, I'll send that to you so you can review at your leisure. And I want to wish for you congratulations and a happy summer.
Oh, thank you very much. I had so much fun with you. I even sharing my love with this my activity and my students this summer, and I just like thinking both directions now, teaching and making models in my head. It's terrible.
It's fun.
I don't talk to my students this summer.
Yes. All right. Well, I hope
Okay.
that you have a wonderful time. And I'm wrapping up my summer class. Actually, my classes are wrapping up this week and next week. So I'm glad to be able to have a little bit of break, and I hope you get a well-deserved break.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.